Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Content Creation Masterclass. Welcome to the Content Creation Masterclass. If you can hear me, I want you to go ahead to the comments and let me know you can hear me. If you can hear me loud and clear, please go ahead to the comment section. Just dropping in the chats that you can hear me. If you can hear me, drop in the chats that you can hear me. I want to see it coming in now. I want to be sure that everybody can hear me. All right. I see a yes there. All right. If you can hear me, just drop in that you can hear me. I need more response. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Okay. I see yes, I can hear you. I see another one. Yes, I can hear you. Network is breaking. Okay, my network here is smooth. I have a feedback to use here myself. If network is breaking at your end, please just find a way to get the best network. But if it persists, probably look for a way around it. Welcome, please go ahead to the group on Telegram. Tell everybody to join in that the session has begun. Tell everybody to join in. Tonight we are going to be spending some time to build a major foundation on the subjects that we are treating. All right. So in the next 1 minute, please go ahead, invite anybody you want to invite the persons in the group. You can invite your friends, you can invite your family, get them on this call now so that they don't miss out on anything that we'll be sharing tonight, just in case there's no playback link after the session. All right, so tell them to join in live. They should not miss the live experience. Okay, so we'll do that in the next 60 seconds, and after 60 seconds we'll begin tonight's session. All right, 60 seconds. After 60 seconds we'll begin tonight's session. Let me be sure that everyone can hear me. All right, I think my sound is clear. I can hear myself very well. It's going smooth. All right, I hope we are ready. Content creation masterclass. Content is beautiful. It's amazing. It's one of the best. In fact, being a creator generally is one of the best decisions you can make for yourself. And for each one of us, we are creators in our own way. We are creators in our own way. Everyone is a creator. As long as you bring something into reality, as long as you are contributing to the world at large, at this global scale, whether it's locally or globally or internationally, you are a creator. So musicians are creators, content persons who create contents are creators, engineers are creators, doctors as well are creators. I mean, these are different sub sessions in the creator economy. So when we talk about creator, when we talk about being a creator, it is not only limited to content creation. A lot of persons have limited it to that. And tonight we will specifically will first build a general overview, all right, and then we'll now go ahead to specifically focus on creating content, showing your creation, putting out what you are creating as a creator out there so that you can reach more persons, you can make more impact, and you can also make money off it in the long run. All right, so our 60 seconds is up. We are going to jump right in. Tonight I'll be using a slide. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a whiteboard to better illustrate some things. Tonight we'll have a little bit of building a foundation and then have a little bit of practical. Then tomorrow we go in on practical. It's a 2-day content creation masterclass. So make sure you don't miss day one so that you can have a better understanding of what we'll be doing for day 2. Are you ready? If you're ready to begin, drop in the comment section or drop in the chat, I am ready. If you are ready to begin, type in I am ready in the chat section. And if you can also see my screen, type in the chat section. I can see your screen. I can see your slide. I can see your screen. whichever one. So type in I'm ready if you are ready with the fire emoji, and let me know if you can see my slide. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Mr. Emeka says he is ready. All right, beautiful. Um, who else? Who else is ready? If you can hear me, you are ready. You can see my slide. Let me know in the chat session. Okay. Omega says, you can see my screen. Dr. Anya says, he is ready. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I believe we are good to go. As we keep going, more persons will be joining in and they'll enjoy this experience with us. All right. So just before, okay, I see the feedback. Candy says, I am ready. Just before we jump in, I want to quickly say that if you have any question about content creation, if you're creating or you have any misunderstandings or anything that has been bothering you, just get that ready. By the end of tonight's session, I will make our time to answer the questions you have, and also for tomorrow. All right, and also make sure you have your notepad, and you also have, I believe a lot of us are joining this call with our mobile devices. So I will encourage that by tomorrow, if you have maybe two mobile devices or you have a laptop and you have your phone, please join tomorrow's call with your laptop so that you can practically implement things you'll be sharing with your phone. All right. So, but for those who are on this call, by the time we are finishing the practical session, I'm just going to give out what each and every one of us will be doing, and then we'll come back with feedback during tomorrow's session. We'll make our time to look at get all of the feedbacks before we jump into the rest of the things we have to talk about tomorrow. I believe we are good. So once again, welcome to the Content Creation Masterclass with Danny Amara, and thank you, the organizer, for putting this together. Tanya, I appreciate you for putting this together and making sure that we are able to share this knowledge and have more persons coming to the creator economy. Let's jump right in. All right. So first, I'm going to begin by introducing myself. My name is Daniel Amarachuku, Daniel Amara for short. My name is Daniel Amarachuku. And over the years, I've been a designer, graphic designer. I'm still a product designer. I've been a brand designer, design logos for brands and for businesses. I still do that actively. And also, that means I'm a creator as a designer, and also a creator by way of content creation. I've been creating content. I'm a personal branding expert, amongst other things. I love sales and marketing. I know how to do sales and marketing. That's amongst other things. And then I have 6 years of experience in creating content. I've been creating content actively for 6 years now, beginning from Facebook. In fact, I'll say more than 6 years, because back in the earlier years back when we still had to go, I believe some of us, everyone here, we all experienced to go before Facebook said becoming the hot cake now, that we have. And then from Facebook, seeing Instagram, TikTok, YouTube has always been there. Then Twitter, X, and all of these other platforms. So, but I've been creating content actively for 6 years now. 6 active years, creating content back to back, daily, weekly, creating and just sharing things I know. And over this time, I've generated, over this whole time, I'll say in these 6 years, I must have generated over 100 million views. But just for the past 3 years alone, I've done over 30 million views across all of my content, my videos. This on a personal scale, not included. I didn't include the ones I've done for clients and for other business and brands out there that have helped create content or create content and put up there on social media. And then just for the past year alone, I've done content creation has made me more than 10 million naira, from creating content for as brand deals, from putting out my own content from my on my own platform, from also selling creator programs and also teaching persons how to create content. That's made me over 10 million naira from content. So while I'm putting out this figure, I'm not one to put that figure, but why I'm putting out this figure is first, this is exclusive, and also because of the person who invited me, so I believe it's an exclusive one. Then second, this is also to make you begin to see or imagine the possibilities that creating content can bring to you. All right. This is why I'm putting out this figure specifically, so you can have I'm a designer by full-time profession, but also create content. So I'm a product designer. I've built softwares and apps for businesses in the fintech industry, and so this is aside all of those other things. Specifically for content creation alone, this is what I've made. I'm also a co-founder of a content house, a content creator house. We're still building. It's a startup I'm building with my co-founders, and it's something that is growing. And the goal is to help creators out there and brands create better content and make money while we help them create this content. All right. So, and then over this time too, I've trained more than 1,100 persons in content. I have a course of content creation that has had more than 1,000 persons that have taken it. I've had trainings too like this for other for persons, for communities, for organizations. So the goal for me is not just to harness or milk the potential that content creation has, but it is also to bring in more persons to the creator economy and show them how to do this and how to do it very well, and also make a living out of it. So the goal for me is to impact or to help at least 1 million persons or creators be able to turn this passion or this creator idea into profit. All right. So that's about me, and this is probably the last time you get to hear anything about me through our training. All right. So let's jump right into it. Okay. So why content creation? I'm going to give us a brief, rundown of why we are talking about this subject. Why content creation? Content creation is currently, 80% of persons living in the world now create content. And like I've already mentioned in the beginning, I've said that content creation is not just taking up your phone to make a video and then you post it. Content creation can be you writing, can be a writer. Content creation can be you being a musical person. It can be you just going out there to drawing people's faces and all of that. There are a lot of creators out there scattered around the globe, and this is like the one way a lot of persons, majority of persons, use to pass on information to other persons out there. This is how persons get to put out what they know how to do. It is by content creating that they put out what they know, their ideologies. When you see elections coming and you see presidents putting out all of those banners, and those things are also content as well. The goal of content creation is to make persons feel or think or take an action on a certain thing, on a certain person, make them feel a certain way about something, about someone, or about you. That is the goal of content creation. So if you in one way or the other, you make someone feel a certain way about something, about someone, about you, then you have created content. You've moved the narrative. So why are we talking about content creation now? Through this, or why we'll be talking about content creation in these 2 days? We are talking about this because this has become and is also projected to be one of the top performing industries now in the world. One of the top performing industries in the world. One of the top performing ecosystem in the world. Creating content creation is exploding out there. We are seeing apps coming into existence. A lot of persons building apps. We are seeing Mark Zuckerberg buying more social media platforms. We are seeing Elon Musk moving narratives with X. We are seeing different things happening. It is because there is a wave. We are currently experiencing a wave of content creation. This is the wave. And the truth is, even if every other business, even if every other business model, every other career, every other skill, every other thing goes into extinction, even if, say, if you are a copywriter, you can't be a copywriter again, all of these things go out of existence, content creation will still be one thing that will still be valuable. the next decade, the next century. Content creation. Content creation dates back as far back as even the time of Jesus. He just created content. We talk about Solomon. You see that Solomon wrote thousands of content. All of those things you read in Proverbs, Songs of Solomon, those things are content. So content has been there, it has always been there, and to continue to be there in years to come. So that is why we are talking about it. This is like why they are also moving this evolution or this movement to have more people or more persons understand the importance of content creation and begin to come into you. No matter your skill, no matter your field, no matter your career, everybody has a place to play in the content creator ecosystem. Everybody. Being a content creator doesn't mean you should leave what you are doing, or there are persons that do it full time. There are persons that just leave every other time and focus on being creators full time, content creators full time. But it doesn't mean you should leave every other thing and just you can play in those things and still come and be part of the creator economy. The goal is for you to be part of it. Don't play in the sidelines. Don't be there scrolling every time you're not working or watching other person's content without bringing your own content to the ecosystem. So that is why we are doing content creation now. That's why we are talking about it. That is why this is the move. This is where we are moving to this period. So content creation is the thing that everybody should be in. That's why we are talking about it. So if you are not yet already in the ecosystem, this is why you are here, so that you can understand the ecosystem, get involved with it, and also begin to milk it like a lot of persons out there, a lot of persons that you look up to. I mean, when I started out in the content creator space, I kept looking up to a lot of persons. I see their videos, I knew I love talking. You see me now, I'm talking very fluently. I'm enjoying. You can definitely notice I'm enjoying the fact that I'm teaching and talking, apart from the fact that I got this something that is moved down from my parents, my dad, and all of that. But I love it. And I knew I love this thing. So how do I now put this out? That was my problem when I said out. And I saw a lot of persons doing this. I was, which are things we'll get to look at tonight. And I said, definitely, I'm getting into this ecosystem. When I started out, I didn't even know I can make money from this ecosystem. I just said that because I wanted to contribute to the ecosystem after doing so many research and studying, finally begun. And now I can see that there's a whole lot of potential in this game. Anything you want to sell, whatever you want to do, whatever money you make, any money you see that anybody has made was or has a connection to the person or the organization having created content. If you have a business and there are customers coming to you, that is because you would have talked about your business or the work you do to someone, and then that someone might have also now talked about it to somebody, and that is content being created, and passed across as way of marketing and publicity and advertisement before this person now come to patronize your business. So if you have a business, you've done a flyer, you've done a banner before, you put it out there, you've talked about anywhere, that is content. So, but now you're doing it on a more global scale, using the tools that we have, all of the social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, which other one, Twitch, and all of these social media to now make it more global, to now make it have the potential of reaching more persons. So that is why we are talking about content creation at this time. So now let's talk about niching down. First, I've made to understand that you need to play in the content ecosystem. If automatically, for the fact that you're on this call, you're already in the ecosystem. You're already here. By default, you are already in the ecosystem. So when we now talk about niching down is now I've by default welcome you to the content creation ecosystem for you to now be someone who has, persons know you for his setting. In some way, you see the video, you see him play his content, talk about his music, or you see Cristiano Ronaldo talk about, you see him post every time. He's posting about football. He's posting about football every time. And then you know him that Cristiano Ronaldo is a footballer, amongst other things. He talks about his perfume brand, he talks about his clothing brand, he talks about his water brand. He has other things going for him. But you see him talk about this, and you know him as a footballer. It's because he has niched down. He knows this is his focus, and this is what he creates this is what most of his content come in. This is what they surround. This is what they include. He talks about football. He's done with a game. He goes ahead to put up pictures, videos. He talks about all of the activities going on around that subject. So when we talk about niching down in content creation, is you are trying to, especially for you when you are starting out, you're trying to focus all of your energy on one single thing, talking about putting out something that you are good at or something that you love, so that persons that now begin to engage with your content will begin to know you for that exact thing. Begin to know you for that exact thing. So, for example, now, excuse me, when I said that with content creation, when I see you used to be actively a designer, I'm still a designer, right? I said all of my content revolve around my designs, the processes, everything I do, or when I'm creating a design for a brand, for a company, for a CEO, when I'm working on a logo for a new brand, the whole process, the negotiation, the whole time it takes, whether it takes a month to come up with that brand identity and to bring it to life and to make it very much implemented. But I talk about all of these things, and it made person now gave me the name Apostle of Design. And over time, it now make person know that this is where this guy is niched down. So if there's a new client coming to my profile, you're coming to check out something, you know, or you automatically know by default this is what this person does, and you're able to channel them down to know, okay, if I need this, I need to reach out to this guy. This is this person's need. This is this person's niche. All right. So even in content creation, you need to niche it down, especially when you're starting out. It's okay to be a multifaceted, to be a multi-potentialite. Like you can do a lot of things. You have a lot of things you do. It's okay to be that. But you also first need to niche down so that you build what do we call it now? You build a strength, you build a name for yourself in a particular niche even before you start exploring other things. Like for me now, there are a lot of things I know how to do, there are a lot of things I've learned how to do in the past. I took a course on copywriting. I've taken courses on music as well. I'm a very good musical player. I play a lot of musical instruments, keyboard, drums, clarinet, sax, bass, guitar, and all of that. But I don't talk about these things. There are a lot of things I know how to do, a lot of things I've learned in the past. But then these are things that I know. There are things I will definitely put out there and explore once in a while. This is part of my life. But I focus on that one thing that I know I want persons to know me for. I focus on that one thing, because for you to get into the content creation space, you have to know why you want to get into content creation and what you want to be known for when you get into content creation. You don't just come in and you just want to be all over the place. You need to know what you want to be known for. The comedians that you see and watch their contents and you follow them is because you know this comedian, you like this person's comedy, you love the comedy content this person's putting out, whether it's Brain Joda or Sabinus or whoever you follow. And you follow them because you know if you see the person's content, it's definitely going to make you to smile. You enjoy their content, you enjoy what they put out. It is because they've niched down to that one thing. These persons you follow might still have other things they are doing. They might still have their own businesses. They might still be in the real estate game. They might still be in the crypto game or forex or have other things. Like you see a lot of these creators who they are lawyers. You see Fowls who puts out music is a lawyer. You see you see this guy now, Lai Wasabi. He studied law, but he's now a comedy content creator. He puts out all of this content. They have a lot of other things going for them, but they have decided that this is where we want to niche down, and this is what we want to keep talking about. All right. So while we are going through this session, first start thinking, why do I need to create content? You have your notepad already. You can start writing it down, and then now start going, what do I niche down to? To better help you figure that out, there is a practical thing we are going to be doing. All right, just need to pay attention to things I'm saying so you can take it down and not miss it. First, for you to figure out the field or the industry or the niche you want to play in, first things first is you need to figure out what do you love doing. All right, there's something the Japanese call it, they call it ikigai. It has 3 sides. It has what you love to do, what you are good at, and what the world needs. 3 things. Write it down wherever you are. I don't know if I can get a whiteboard here so I can properly illustrate this for everyone here. Is it possible? Okay, I don't think it's possible. All right, so let me say it again so you take it down. Ikigai is spelled IKI Ikigai, Ikigai. Ikigai. Someone, if anybody can help me drop in the comment section, Ikigai, it means life's worth or life's purpose. The Japanese use it very well to figure out what they need to channel their energy to. All right, they use it very well to figure this out. So the first thing I say is what you need to do now is get on your sheet, your notepad. You are going to draw out you're going to draw out have three columns, right? Then the last, you can add an extra column to sum it up. First column is going to have what I love doing, what you love. So it can be you love talking. When we are talking about what you love now, it's not restricted to what you can do. It's not to what you are good at. It's not what you can do. It can be what you just love. You can love playing football, but you don't play football. You can love doing surgeries, but you necessarily might not be in the medical field. Just write down everything. You can love talking, but I might still be a reserved person. So write everything you know you love to do, everything you love, everything and anything. Write it down in that first column. Just take out time, write every of these things down. You love talking, you love doing so and so. Write it down. If there are 20 of them, write it down. I hope we are doing this. If you are doing this, I want to see you in the comment section telling me I am already doing this. If you are doing this already, let me see in the comment section doing it. I told you we are going to have a bit of talk while we're also doing the practicals as well. So 3 columns. Let me see if I can illustrate this for you guys. Let me find a way to illustrate it so that you can see what I'm talking about and follow through as well. So 3 columns. First one is what you love. Second column is what you are good at, and the third column is what the world needs. 3 columns. So for the first column, write for the what you love. Start writing out everything you know you love. Every single thing you know you love. Start writing it down. Write it down in that part of your notepad. Write it down. Everything you love doing, everything you love, whatever it is, write it down. Because when it comes to content creation, nothing is exempted. Anything can be content. I was having a training somewhere some time back. I was having a training some time back with a group of persons, and I was telling them about a woman. This woman, she's a married woman. What she used to make her first million was she was creating content and teaching fellow married women how to organize their kitchen utensils. That's what she used to make her first million. She was creating content and teaching women how to organize their kitchen. That's what she used to make money. This is somebody I know and see. That's what she used to make money out from with content creation. She will go on them, social media, talk about creative content around that, and she used it to sell out her program, her course program, and a lot of married men got it, a lot of husbands got it for their wives. She made her first 1 million and continued making money from it. So anything can make you money. When we are talking content creation, anything, there's nothing excluded in this matter. Anything can be your way into the creator economy and can give you numbers, make you a lot of money. So when I'm saying write everything you love, please don't limit yourself. Please do not limit yourself. Write down every single thing you love. Write it down now. Now you're on this, start writing, fill up that part of the column, fill it up now. When you are done with it, you let me know in the chat session. Tell me I am done with mine. So I know you are done with yours. I'm looking at the chat session. I'm glad that persons are catching up with it, and they've already put it out. What you love, what the world needs, what you are good at. Beautiful. So write it down wherever you are. Write it down. Draw the columns. It should be in a tabular form. All right. It should be in a tabular form. Let me quickly see if I can get a presentation while I'm giving people time to come up with to get that ready to write all of that down. All right. Let me see if I can get a presentation to better show you guys how to do this. So, but I believe you get me. So begin to write all of those things down. Write it down. What you love. If you are done with what you love, you can go ahead and start writing what you are good at. What you are good at now focuses on what you've learned, what you mastered. It could be what you learned in school, what you graduated with. All right. Sorry, give me. Let's just keep writing. I think I've gotten that presentation. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Please let's keep writing. Keep writing it down. Keep writing, filling up those keep filling up those spaces, please. Don't leave anyone unfilled. Please fill it up. What you love, what you are good at, and what the world needs. All right. While I quickly get this and share it with everyone here on this call. We'll probably share it in the Telegram group. I'll share it as a PDF. You can print it because I've done this session with persons in the past. We printed it and we use this to tackle the important subject. All right. So probably find a way to get this to everyone so that you can do same too as well. All right. So please engage in this exercise. I encourage you to engage in this exercise. It will help you greatly. All right. Please, if you are done, let me know you are done. Let me know you are done so we can move ahead to other things. I'm trying to see if I can get this document ready and just send in as soon as possible, even while we are still on this call. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so for what you love, what you find passion in doing, what you find so much passion doing, what you know you can pay money to do, even if it costs you money to do that, and you can pay money to do that, and what you know you can spend your whole time doing, what you can stay awake all through the night doing, and you'll be happy you are doing it. You can spend your whole 24 hours doing that, and you won't even feel it. You'll be happy doing it. Write it down for the what you love doing part. All right, that is what you write down for that part. And then for the other side, I want for the what you know how what you are good at rather. I want you to write down what you might have studied in school, what you've learned as a skill, or you've taken up as a career path, what you know you've mastered, you have a degree in it, or you've learned so much, you've taken a course on it, whatever it is. Write it down in the column for what you are good at. Anything that anybody compliments you about, what people can compliment you, what people always compliment and tell you, you are good at this, you are good at that. That is where you write it. In that what you are good at, write it out there. That is the place you write all of these things now. All right. I hope you are following. Then when we get to what the word needs, this is where it gets more, or this is where it gets quite difficult, because there are a lot of persons who don't actually factor this in. A lot of persons, I mean, for you to build on a global scale, for you to be something that a lot of persons will engage with and connect with, something that I put it out as a content some days back, and I was telling persons in the content that for you to build a product or a business, or to build something that will scale globally, you have to look at what the world needs. You have to look at what the world needs, and when we are talking what the world needs, we are talking locally, and you have to also think big as to the world. So this is like an opportunity to serve others. When you're thinking the world, what can you do to serve others? You're not trying to be selfish or trying to be money minded. Write it down in the parts in the column where you have what the world needs. So I've given the 3 rundown now. I believe we've gotten it. Okay, someone said I'm done. All right, beautiful, beautiful. I have someone that is done. Who else is done? Let me get more feedback. If you are done for the 3, let me know you are done. If you are done, say I'm done with the 3. Let me know in the comment section before we push ahead. Let me know with the in the comment section before I tell you what to do next. So while we are taking, let me quickly recap. Let me recap this again. First, for what you love, you are focusing on what you are passionate about, what you do in your spare time, even when no one is watching you, you can do it in your spare time. Okay, what you pay money if to do that, you are okay with paying money, even if it means to do it. Then what you will do, even if you are not being paid, say you are not being paid for that thing, you love to do that thing, you will not back down. Then what you are obsessed over, it could be digital activity, it could be tangible activities. Just include everything what you love. Then when we are talking what you are good at, we are talking what you are paid to do, what you excel at naturally. Yeah, naturally, for me, naturally, I know I'm naturally good at talking. I can stay here and talk for the next 8 hours. I've had an 8 hour session before. I was just talking for 8 hours. So the live session on Instagram. I've had physical sessions that I was just talking for 6 hours. 3 hours. I know I can excel at that naturally. You don't need to tell me. If you get me to with a group of persons physically, give me a whiteboard, we can stay there and dissect things for the next 6, 10 hours. I would definitely try 10 hours sometime. All right. But I know I've done 3, I've done 5, I've done 6, I've done 8. All right. This is something I know I excel at naturally. So you write down what you know you excel at naturally. That's for the good at. Then what you are trained to do. For me, I'm trained as a designer. I'm also trained as a creator. Even I'm trained as a sales and marketing expert. I'm trained as a personal branding expert. I'm trained. I've gotten training and certified in a lot of things over the years. So this is where you write it down. Then what you studied in school. In school, I first studied statistics and then I studied computer science. Graduate of this, graduated with these degrees. So this is what I studied in school. So I write that down too. If as I'm doing this as well, then what others often remark you for. That's another thing you need to consider when you're writing down for the good at. Then what you've practiced over time. All right. Then for the word needs, let me say it again. You write down, you first have to think big, the word, then think small. That's your neighborhood, what your neighborhood needs, what you know you can, how you know you can help people within your location, within your locality, just locally around you, problems that you know you can solve around you, or problems that you know you see. And so this is like an opportunity for you to serve others, all right? An opportunity for you to contribute to the world. And you can also write in this column, you can also write down anything that is trending, right? So do that now. If you are done, let me know in the chat session. Tell me I am done with this. Tell me I am done. Tell me I am done so that I tell you what to do next. If you are done, tell me I am done. If you are done, tell me I am done. Let me show you how your column should be. Let me see if I can share this. Let me see if I can share this and show you how your column should be. Let me share my entire screen. All right. I'll quickly add this. I'll remove. Okay. Okay, I believe we all can see my screen now. You can see what I'm showing you here. Let me zoom in. So you have the love, you have the good at, and you have the word needs. And this is how I expect your column to look like, right? This is how I expect your column to look like. You have the love, you have what you are good at, and you have what the world needs. This is a good representation of what I expect you to have. Let me see if I can get this in a better view. Beautiful. So this is it. So love, good at, what needs. Love, good at, what needs. I'm giving us time to do this so that you can have enough time to really practice this and write this down. This is going to be a practical session. I say again, it's going to be a practical session, and like I said, today is going to be, we are laying a good foundation and preparing ourselves for what we'll now be putting our time to do tomorrow. Excuse me. So if you are done, okay, I see person saying, I am done, I am done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, beautiful. So while we continue, you just make sure you keep doing it and go ahead and keep filling up your own column. So when you are done with this, what I want you to do now is, here I have just really that I'm just going to make it easy for us, right? So what I want to do is, I believe you numbered everything you wrote in this column. So I want you to, you can, normally I tell, when I carry out this exercise, that tell person is, we roll a dice. All right, I bring dice with me. We roll a dice for these three dices, three dice, yeah, and then we roll the dice. All right, and when we roll the dice, for one will be for the love, one will be for the good at, one will be for what the world needs. So whatever number you have in that dice for each of those ones, you go back to this place you wrote it. If for love you have number 4, you pick it out, and then in another place you do this. You have this drawing here. This is L stands for love, G stands for good at, W stands for world needs. Pick it out and write it. All right. So if you pick number 4 for love, you check what you wrote in your number 4, and then you go on here and write it for love. If you pick number 3 for good at, you go to your good at in the column, pick out what you have in number 3, write it here. You choose number 2 for what needs, you pick it out, write it here. You do that 3 times. If you got me, let me see you tell me in the chat session, I understood you. If you got what I just said now, tell me in the chat session, I understood your instruction. If you got this, so what you can now do is randomly pick. I mean, I can bring up a dice now and roll it, an online dice, and then help you guys to pick the number. But what you can do is you can just do maybe close your eyes and just pick any number and then fill it up here. All right, do that 3 times, and when you're done with it, let me know. When you're done with it, let me know. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting for you, everyone, please. I'm waiting for you. When you're done with it, let me know. If you got me first, let me know you got what I just explained now, so that I know that you know what to do next. If you got me, let me know in the chat session. Tell me I understand. Tell me I understand. I'm on it. I understand. I'm on it. Let me know right now, so I know that you are with me. All right. Let me know. Let me know quickly, quickly, so that we can also tackle. We still have a lot of things to talk about tonight. All right, so let's get on with it. We still have some time to go with our time for today's session. So if you got it, if you got the instruction, let me know in the chat session, and let me know you got it, so that I will know that you're already carrying out the instruction. You're already practically implementing it. All right, let's go. Feedback, everyone. Are you with me? Okay, someone said I'm done. Raven said I'm done. What part are you done with? Are you already done with the random picking I said you should do, or you are done with filling out the columns first? Let me know. Quickly. Don't miss out on this session. Don't miss out on it. Please make sure you are practically implementing these things. Please don't be left out. Okay, someone say repeat the instruction. Okay, let me go again. Okay, so I said for this next part, another side of your notes part, just do illustrate or draw this drawing that you're seeing here. It's going to be 3 different boxes that will have 3 rows. All right, 3 rows. So the first one, the LO here stands for love, what you love. G stands for good art. W stands for word needs. You do that 3 boxes like this, and then you randomly pick from this list that we already have here, that we've already done. I believe you've done that. From this list we already have here, you randomly pick any number from each of this column. If it's for love, you randomly pick number 6. You take that number 6, what you have on that number 6, and come and write it down in this yellow part, which is love. Then you go again, randomly pick any number from good art, randomly pick any one. If it's number 2, you take number 2 and come and write it down in the G part, which is good art. Then you do the same for what needs. If it's number 7, you pick for what needs. We have up to number 7. You come and write it down here. All right, so you do that 3 times. You do it again, pick random numbers again for this second one, and pick random numbers for this third box. All right, just do that immediately before we get on with the next things. All right, do that, do that. Why we are doing this is for you to figure out, okay, this is the direction I would love to take, or this is the direction I need to take with niching down, or the type of contents I want to be creating. This will help guide you to figure out, because there are a lot of persons, even when a lot of persons have met and trained, and they will tell you that, how do I start? I don't even know what to be talking about. What do I go out there and start talking? What do I say? What do I tell people? What information should I pass? After we carry out this exercise, they now know what to begin with. Another thing is, you need to understand also that it's okay. What if there's a tie? If there's a tie, write, do the same. If there's a tie, just write the numbers, right? If you have for love, you have number 2 twice, write it down the same, or you can roll again until you have a different number. All right. So I have a lot of persons tell me where what should I don't know what to talk about. By the time we are done with this exercise, they know what they need to start talking about. And like I was saying, it's okay to begin with something. The goal is for you to first start. In the long run, I mean, things can change as you begin to do this. Passion can change. You begin to get more clarity and direction. You can now properly, now push into the field or the direction you want to go, the path you want to go in. It's your own story, is your own script that you're writing, it's your own book you're writing. So you can rewrite it, you can start all over, you can research, you can do anything you want to do. You shouldn't be bound. Don't feel like you are boxed in. The goal for niching down is for you, is more like a launch pad, to have something that you launch with, and when you finally launch with that, in time you now discover other things. You now begin to navigate into other things. You understand what I'm saying? In time you now properly navigate to other things that you want to navigate into. But niching down is like a launch pad. It's not like something that will box you in. It's something that you use as a launch pad to begin start building in public. And even as you now start getting feedback from your audience, from people who are engaging with your content, you now know what they want. You now know how to also reach out to them and keep dishing out quality and content to them. All right. So we are still in the figuring out what we want to niching down stage. So by now, I believe we are done. Are we done? If you are done, tell me I am done. If you are done, tell me I am done in the chat session. Tell me I am done. 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 Let me remove this and get back to if you are done, tell me I am done. If you are done, tell me I am done. Tell me in the chat session I am done. If you are not done, tell me I'm not done. So I will know the number of persons that are not done and know how many persons we are waiting for. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Please, I advise that you take this. Okay, I am on it. Okay, beautiful. Please, I advise that you take this serious. Please, please take this serious. A lot of persons who get who don't really get this information. They pay a lot to get this information, and you are getting. I don't think you yourself you did not pay anything. All right, it was sponsored by the sponsor. So make sure you don't take it for granted, please. Please make sure you don't take it for granted. Please, and the things I'm teaching you is not something that I read up in a book, or these are things that I've seen work for me. These are things I've implemented from experience. It's not something that I went online and just picked out. These are things that I've seen, I've experienced, I've taught. I've seen persons also have these results. I've had results from it. I've seen other persons that I've taught have results from it. So please don't take it. If you take it for granted, it's your loss, not my loss. I already know things I'm doing. I'm already implementing these things. I'm already seeing growth. I've been implementing things. We'll keep implementing it. I'll keep creating content. I've done 100 days of consistent content like 3 times now. Currently, I'm doing straight up 365 days of creating content on Instagram. you know, YouTube and TikTok and other platforms. But strictly Instagram, 365 days. I'm currently in my something day now. Be creating every day, this like daily content. So these are things I've already been implementing. I've done 100 days of content back like 3 times in the past, you know, that have gotten me millions of views. All right. So I already understand this. I know the direction I'm going. So if you decide not to take it serious, it's actually your loss, not mine. But to be very good and also fulfilling for me if you take it serious and you implement these things. So that in the next couple of months and years, I'm getting feedback and all of this, the testimonies from all of you, you know, on how this has helped you as a creator to be able to impact lives, to also build your reach and audience, and also make money from it, right? So please take it serious. All right. So I'm just using. Okay. Someone said I'm done. Okay. Okay. Miss MM, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, said she's done. Beautiful. Who else is done? If I get 2 more, I am done. We move on to the next thing. I'll tell you what to now do with that, the session, those 3 boxes you filled in, the random things you picked out. 2 more, I am done, and then we move on. Let me get that feedback. I am done. Who else is done? Who else is done? Who else is done? Who else is done? We still have a couple of things to talk about. Two more, I am done. I'm waiting for the feedback. 2 more persons, and then we move on to the next thing. 2 more persons. 2 more persons. Who is that? Who are the 2 more persons? No one is done. I need the feedback. Are we following at all? Please, can you hear me? I believe like the YouTube play time everyone is hearing me is a little bit behind. So I know it to take some time for you to grab and hear what I'm saying and give you feedback. Okay, I have another person that said I am done. Beautiful. One more feedback and we continue. One more feedback. One more feedback. Let's have it. Let's have it. Let's have it. Let's have it. One more feedback and we continue. I have 2 feedbacks now. 2 persons have said I'm done. One more feedback and we continue. Other persons can now meet up from wherever they are. One more feedback and then I continue. Let's have it. Let's have it. All right, still waiting on my feedback. All right. So, okay, I think I'll just go ahead. I believe everyone is still following, and also persons who will be watching the feedback will still be following. So if you are done with the random picking for those 3 boxes, what I now need you to look at those 3. Okay, someone said the second part is a bit confusing. All right, so here's what I said you should do. Let me say it again. Excuse me. What I said you should do is this. Let me share it in my screen again so that um I'm sure we got that. Let me add this to stage. All right, so this is it. So I said draw this out. I'm repeating this for the last time. All right, and then we move ahead. Draw this out. Else, exactly what you're saying here. Please draw it out in your own notepad, your own paper, your own sheet. All right. Love. The L stands for love, what you love. The G stands for what you are good at, and the W stands for what the world needs. So what I want to do now is just randomly from the first one you've already done, where you have this column, randomly pick numbers from each of the column. You can from love, from what you love, you can pick number 2. From what you are good at, you can pick number 5. From what the world needs, you can pick any, randomly pick any number, and then fill it up. The numbers you pick for each, fill it up here. So when you do that for this first box, you do it again for the second box. Pick any random numbers and fill up the things you have there. If you pick number 2 and your number 2 for love is you love talking, you write I love talking here. If you pick randomly for good at and what you picked for good at is number 7, and what you have in number 7 is I am good at design, I am good at teaching. You write it there. I am good at teaching. If what you the random number you picked for W is number 2 or number 1, and what is there is the word needs proper education on gynecology, or the word needs proper education for married persons or for unmarried persons, for pregnant women, whatever it is you have there, then you go ahead and write that there. So you do that 3 times. That's what I say you should do. And when you are done with that, you let me know. I believe you get it now. Do you get it now? I think it was Obasi. Yes, I don't know if it's a Mr. I believe it's Mr. Obasi that asked the question. Please, do you get it now? Let me be sure you got it. If you get it, please go ahead and complete the exercise. I wish this was a physical training so that we'll be more in tune. I can look at what you are doing and give feedback, and but hopefully sometime maybe in the future we get to meet physically and then properly implement these things and build out these systems for ourselves. All right. Okay. Beautiful. Oba says he gets it. Thank you very much. All right. So while we are now going ahead with the exercise, yeah, you're welcome. We are going to now move on to other things. So when you now do this, what this will help you, I need to now look at the 3 things you have. When you look at it, now you now look at, okay, if you have, say for example, for the first box in your love art, in your love, you have, I'm using talking because I love talking. I enjoy talking. All right. So you have I love talking, and then for good at, you have I'm good at teaching. Maybe I'm good at teaching young persons. Try to also like pinpoint it down, narrow it down the most narrowest you can, or the narrowest you can go. Narrow it down very well. Whatever you're writing, narrow it down. I love teaching young persons. I love teaching mothers how to do so and so. I love this so and so and so. Be very specific. All right. And let's say you have for good at, you have I love teaching content creation. Therefore, what the word needs, the word you have something like the word needs more training or information about content creation. For me now, this is a guide for me to like say, okay, this is what it is. This is what it is for me. I have to start creating content, teaching persons how to create content, or teaching young persons how to create content. All right. And then this now gives me a direction to know where to begin. It helps me to niche down. This is what I need to focus on. So it will now also now help me to know what to fill out in my bio. We'll definitely still get to that. All right. What to fill out in my bio, and then know how to go with from there. Okay. So just when you're doing this, just keep that, and then we keep going. We'll definitely get to use it at some point. All right. While you're finishing up, for those who have finished up, while you're finishing up, we definitely get to use it at some point. Okay. For now, we are just going to carry on and see and take care of other things we need to take care of tonight. All right. Okay. Let's move ahead. So when you're done with that, keep it one side. So the next thing you need to look at now is what platform, what social media platform should you operate on? I believe everyone here, you already have social media platforms you are very active in. Okay, I have sports, cassette, I'm done. Beautiful. I believe everybody here, you already have a platform you're active in, you actively engage. For those who are not creating content yet, or those who are creating, you already have a platform you are creating content in, right? That's extremely beautiful. All right, that's extremely beautiful. So you already have a platform you are working with, you're already active on. So this is where you now get to choose, okay, where do I now begin creating this content? It's important that you know the platforms you want to operate in. There are a lot of social medias out there. There's Twitch, there's even Spotify podcast is a social media platform. That's where you upload your audio podcast. There's YouTube, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's TikTok, there's LinkedIn. There are so many of them, so many of them. When we are talking about content creation, just today I was going through my YouTube and trying to look at some things, and I saw somebody that was live on YouTube. What the lady was doing live on, this is today, I saw this today. What the lady was doing live on YouTube was she was washing her clothes, and she had something thousand persons joining her live. This is on YouTube. This is not something I heard. This is something I saw today. Like we've not entered a new day. We are still in today. I saw this today, earlier today. Someone on YouTube, she has something that thousand persons live with her, watching her where she's washing clothes. That's the content she's creating. Watching her where she's washing clothes. She understands the platform she wants to operate on, operating on that platform. And look, you just imagine you have something thousand persons watching you live where you are washing clothes. And you are washing clothes and you are giving them gist. Imagine the money that the lady will be making from YouTube doing that. You see persons like, I don't know if anybody here, Pella. Me as a content creator person, there are persons I don't follow, but I also do my study every time so that I'm up with the trend, I'm up with what is happening, and I know the game. All right. Pella is a streamer. The streamer is now on Twitch streaming, and he has made so much money from streaming on TikTok. You see persons like Shan, he's a streamer too. They stream, they just do things there. They just maybe go vibe songs. These are persons that just stream and just do their niche. There are persons who are in the medical niche. They just go live and they just teach persons how everything about medicine, talk about pros, cons, talk about diseases, talk about different things. So there are persons too within and outside Nigeria that also stream their surgery sessions. There are persons who stream their work sessions. There are persons who just go like they're streaming, they are creating content about it. I have a sister who she's studying medicine. Years back, I was telling her, get into content, start creating content about what you are doing. You say, it's medicine. What do I talk about? I don't have that time. So and so, blah, blah, blah. When she finally last stage, she finds that take content serious. In a short time, her own the platform she chose was TikTok. In a short time, she was already making money in dollars from TikTok. Before you need, from creating content and going live, she hit her 1,000 followers. Person said join her live. Person said giving money. Say affiliating for products and all, and say making money. This is a medical doctor by profession. She was talking about her message, telling persons about things about different diseases. They come live and they ask her questions about so and so disease, or they tell her what what they are going through, and she gives them medical advice. And this is what she when she finally started seeing how much her audience grew, her persons were always joining her live session and engaging with her content, and even the money she now started making, she now understood. She was not telling me, I wish I started earlier. That was now her story was now, had I known, I would have said earlier. So there is a lot you can do. So figuring out the platform to now operating now first depends on what you already, or where you already are, platforms you already are, and also knowing where your audience are as well. The audience you want to relate with, you want to engage with your content. That's why we've done this exercise we did earlier. So you know where you want to operate in, and now know where to find those kind of audience that will engage with you. So say you are picking out, for this training will focus on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. All right. So say you're picking out TikTok. TikTok is a more easy to grow and navigate social media platform. You can grow on TikTok in just a short time. You can make so much money from TikTok and start landing brand deals. So you just show up, you start streaming, you start streaming on TikTok, you start, you can stream your service sessions. I mean, there's just so much. You can stream your whatever thing you do. You can stream it. You can create content about it. You don't have to be for TikTok. You don't have to be very professional about it. I know we go deep down into this platform, but for TikTok, you don't have to be extremely. You don't have to have the best camera. You don't have to have just create your content. Talk about what you do to put it out there. Imagine you start doing this and you do this, you grow your following. Brands now start reaching out to you, affiliate this for us, or talk about this product, or talk about so and so thing, and they're paying you in dollars and naira, 450,000. I've done a brand partnership with a brand that paid me 250K. I've done other brand deals, but persons reach out, and my follow, I don't even have up to 100,000. I don't even have up to 50,000. All right. Even recently, I even created a new Instagram account to start afresh and build. That's why I'm doing my 365 days of content. All right. And I'm already getting brand deals. But the brands are already reaching out to create contents for us, do this for us. They are seeing my videos and so there are a lot of possibilities with this. You pick your platform, you operate there, you dish out back to back, and you'll be amazed what you get out of this. You'll be extremely amazed. So there are a lot of platforms. So this is where you now pick out what platforms you want to operate in. All right. So just before we go to the next thing, I want you to go to the comment section and go to the chat section. Tell me what platforms you are active on. Tell me wherever you are. Tell me these are the social media platforms I'm active on. If you're active on Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Tell me. When I say active on, it might not be where you're actively putting out content. It can be where you are just social media platforms that you visit every day. Social media platforms that I visit every day to go and consume other people's content. Okay, someone say Facebook and X. All right, beautiful. Excuse me. I need more feedback. Okay. Raven said active on LinkedIn. Beautiful. LinkedIn is a good app. Raven, what do you do? Tell me what you do. You're active on LinkedIn. I'm curious now to know what you do. What's your industry? Okay, Dr. Anya said active on YouTube. Beautiful. YouTube is beautiful. Raven, what do you do? Mr. Emeka, what do you do? Okay, James told you said TikTok and Instagram. Beautiful. More feedback. Any other person? Okay. says Facebook. Beautiful. All right. Facebook. Okay, amazing. All right. So if you can tell me what you do, maybe your career, what's okay, administrative services. Okay, administrative services. Okay, that's beautiful. I mean, on LinkedIn, you can talk about administration, things that are around that, child things and all of that, blah blah blah. And you can get companies having an eye for you. You build your connections on LinkedIn. I mean, there's a wide range of opportunities you can get from that. Okay, Sportscast Network says YouTube and TikTok. That's amazing. From your Sportscast Network name, I guess you post things surrounding sports and all of that. So YouTube and TikTok is a good platform for that. All right. So what you are talking about, what you do, will also determine platforms that you decide to take waves very serious. All right. I always advise persons that at least try to be active on 2 platforms. In fact, here's what I do. Any new social media platforms that comes up, I just go on there and create an account. I get my username. I go on there, create an account, secure my username. Whether I will be active there or not, I just create and then I'm active there. Because you never, with the way the creator economy is going, there are times that attention will go to YouTube. There are times attention there. In fact, I don't know which of you remember when Mark Zuckerberg just released Thread. I don't know which of you uploaded there. When Thread came out, a lot of persons trooped in there. The whole energy was there. Thread, people were dropping. The Thread almost wanted to replicate what Twitter had, and that's X. chat and all of that. The whole energy was going there. I went there to create my own listen. The whole trendy thing was the trend that was trending that time. All right. So there are situations like that the focus can move to. There's a time it was TikTok. TikTok was the game. Now if you're not on TikTok, you're missing out. All right. So these are things that you also consider. So if you can, any social media that comes, please create an account immediately. Create an account. You might not have set it up properly. Just create an account and have it there. Have it there. Be active there. All right. So, and also what you want to focus on, will the field you want to play in, what you want to be creating, will now also determine which of these platforms you will operate in. All right. Okay. Someone say WhatsApp. WhatsApp is beautiful. Let me say this now that someone say WhatsApp. WhatsApp is one of the best, is one of my most effective social media platforms. I have a lot of persons viewing my WhatsApp status every day, and most of the things I do, most of the updates I give is most of my WhatsApp. Instagram, I put out one content, two contents. TikTok, 1, 2, 3 content. But my WhatsApp, I can put out 5. I put out contents every time, and this is where I have. That's why if you meet me personally, I'm always open to let's share, let's exchange contacts. Let's share. Let me get your contacts, get my contact, save my contact. I'll message you on WhatsApp. I don't even mind being the first to message you. So just be sure you save my contact and we've built an acquaintance. Because I understand the value of my WhatsApp status. I don't play with it. If you engage my WhatsApp status, you know that that's where I put out my most valuable piece of content. You know, I just share a lot of things for free there, and that's what actually helps me generate so much as a content creator. All right, it has done so much for me. Brand deals, a lot of these things most of them come from WhatsApp, then Instagram, then TikTok and YouTube. All right, then Facebook. Before we start talking about Facebook and X. All right, okay, yes, X does so much for me too. All right, so WhatsApp too is one social media a lot of persons look down on. That's also very powerful. Please don't play with contacts that you have. I'm also open to exchange contact with anybody here. If you want to reach out and exchange contact with me on WhatsApp, I'm very open to that. Please reach out and I'll save your number. So platform, we've talked about platform. We'll still talk about how to properly optimize these platforms. These are things we'll look out. I will give us an exercise and then that's what we'll begin tomorrow. All right. Then next thing, do you have a following? That's the next thing we look at. Do you have a following? So if you don't have any following, that's beautiful. If you have maybe say 0 to 100, 0 to 100 followers or 100 to 1,000, that's beautiful. It doesn't matter whichever number of following you have, that's good. All right. So the goal is you have, whether you have or you don't have, you have an account. And what we are going to do is I'm going to start we're going to start from the scratch to explain how to properly optimize the social media and get you where you start creating content. Right. So this is another thing you look at. Do you have a following? So if for those who are active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, tell me how many followers you have on these platforms. Let's do that again. I'm trying to collect all of the data and also get to also know every one of us even much more better. Tell me if it's for YouTube, how many subscribers. Then for the other platforms, tell me how many followers you have there. Tell me how many followers you have there. I'll probably still drop mine as well. So I join in this. This has to be very interactive. So my Instagram, I have 2 personal Instagram accounts cumulatively. Has about 3,000 followers for now. My YouTube, which we are currently on, has about 700 and it's something subscribers. I have other YouTube platform channels as well that are more anonymous and personal. Persons don't know those are mine. My Facebook, I have about 5.2k followers. My TikTok, I'm not so much on a fan of TikTok. I have about 1,700 followers. Which other platform? My X, I have 1,600 followers. Which other one? Where am I active on? Okay, WhatsApp. WhatsApp, I have an average view of 1,000 views. Let's just call it that. Okay. All right. I think I've given like a rundown of mine. All right. I'm seeing all of the feedback. Okay. Emeka has 5,000. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. I'm on LinkedIn. Okay. For your WhatsApp, I'm not talking about contacts. I'm talking about the average number of views you have daily. For me, I think that I have more than 7,000 contacts. I can't even count. All right, I've not checked. Last I checked, I think it was about 6,000 something. So now it might even be entering 10. I don't know. So, but averagely, I have 1,000 views on WhatsApp. All right. Okay. So 1,000 followers on LinkedIn. I'm not so active on LinkedIn, because I'm not actively looking for a job, and LinkedIn is, and I think I just have about 500 something, and something followers on LinkedIn. Yeah. So more feedback, please. Feedback. I think I'll probably have to check my recent YouTube. Yeah, how many subscribers I have on YouTube right now. You're free to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to. Okay. Okay, yeah, sorry, 721, not 780. Yeah, my bad. 720. I have 721 subscribers on YouTube. That's beautiful. All right, so you now look at your following as well, as I was talking about. What do you have as your following? I want you to begin to take this data down in your notepad too, so that you have all of this record down, because in the next couple of weeks and months, the thing should be implementing. I want you to be able to track your progress. All right. I want you to be able to track what your progress. I want you to be able to track your progress. All right. Let's go ahead. Then what content? What content? Very, very important. Okay, YouTube no subscribers for now. All right. Okay, 1,000 following on Facebook, 30 views on my WhatsApp. All right, that's beautiful. Who else? Okay, Jen say 105 followers on Instagram. Beautiful. Sereno, Emeka said 200 followers on X. That's beautiful. All right, so we, at least every one of us, MF 7K followers on Facebook. Beautiful. Views, WhatsApp views 50. That's great. That's great. That's great. I love the feedback I'm getting. All right. I love the feedback I'm getting. That's beautiful. That's amazing. Seven 7K followers on Facebook. So now we're talking about content. What content should we put out? Every content you see revolves around these major pillars. They are what we call content pillars: educational content, um, entertaining content. Um, um, what's the other one? What's the other one now? There's educational, there's entertaining, and there's one more. I've forgotten the third one now. So these are like the major pillars, the major content pillars we have. All right. These content pillars are what your content can revolve around. So how do you now discover what content to post? First, you need to look at like we've already looked at the things you want to be creating, who you are now creating for, who the persons that are consuming your content are. You now look at them, know who they are, and then you now know the route to go. What kind of content to create? Do you want to create educating content? You want to create entertaining content, ones that will make people laugh, or you can even do a mix of the three or the two. You can mix two or three of them and still dish out some of them. You can create educating content that is also entertaining. I don't know everybody here. I believe we all know Aproko Doctor. He's a doctor. He does educative content, but he does it in an entertaining way that you enjoy consuming the content. So, and you see his content, a lot of us are engaging with it because he brings two of these content pillars into educative and entertaining. You will never get bored with this. So even if you're not a medical doctor, you don't have any sickness or anything doing you are struggling with, if you see his content, you still engage with it, you still watch it because it's educative and it's also entertaining. You're enjoying the way he's talking about it, the way he drives his point. Doesn't use all of the big jargon words that medical doctors use. He just uses words. He just puts in a way that anybody, any layman can understand, and it makes it very relatable. It makes it very relatable. All right. So, what content? Is it video content? Is it carousels? How do you want to go about? Is it text? What content? This is where you figure out what content you need to figure this out. Then the next thing is how often. How often? All right. How often should you create this content? This is another thing. As I remember, also this session we just have questions. We are trying to answer these questions. All right. I told you today will be a foundation class. Tomorrow we've already done practical for today. Tomorrow we'll go into practical meme. We'll leave here with a practical session and we'll come back tomorrow doing practical all through. So how often? Also important. How often you want to put out this content? For me now, like I already mentioned earlier, I'm doing a 365 days of content. I'm already in my, I don't know, probably 79th day now. It's like it's of creating content every day. 7-something day now. I'm not so sure. I'm to do it for 365 days. Right? This 7-something days is about 2 months plus now. Right? So the person for me, I'm doing daily now. I mean, for you that's studying now, it's okay to do 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Even though I always love to tell persons that anybody can create content every day. To showing up every day and creating content daily is not difficult. I mean, it might look difficult, but it's not difficult. All right, which is part of the reason. Excuse me. Which is part of the reason I've been creating. I'm also doing these 365 days again. I've done 100 days of content, like I mentioned, 3 times now. And the goal is to just show everybody following me, everybody engaging me that it is possible, it is doable. Since yesterday, I've been extremely down in health, but I've still shown up. I created content yesterday and posted yesterday and today. I've been extremely down in health, extremely, even right now. The fact that I'm here talking on this call is because, like I said, I love teaching. Anytime, any condition, I love it. So you see me now, I'm teaching by the help of God. I mean, by the help of God, I'm able to do this and enjoy doing it. The Spirit of God is helping me to be actively teaching. But if you really look close at me, you know that this guy is down. I've been on medication seriously, but I love it. So I'm showing up. I've shown up yesterday. I'm showing up today on my social media platform because why? I know it is possible to do it daily, no matter how busy your schedule is. I've done this 100 days a lot of times. Now I want to do it for 1 year straight. If I'm able to do 1 year, probably I'll keep going to 2 years if the Lord helps me, right? But I know it is doable. So if you can shop every day, beautiful, beautiful. Please do it. I always say, I say one of my contents, I said, show up daily and consistently so much that your virality is inevitable. Even your village people cannot stop you going viral or having the reach you want to reach. Just the goal is just show up. You have to show up. Owe it to yourself. You understand the importance of being a creator, putting out content, and the potential that you have. You can play in this ecosystem and enjoy the monetization that comes with it, the impact you can put out there, enjoy the fruits that come with it. Then you can sit down and show up daily. There's nothing stopping you. There's absolutely nothing stopping you. You can do it. If it's your busy schedule, you work it out in a way. That's why we have content. We have there are content strategies and content pillars and content playbooks. I built out a content plug and play playbook. It's making it easy for me. I and my partner built this out and making it easy for me and have creators that have purchased it to show up every day. It has all of the, probably tomorrow I'll get to show you guys all of that. We have a lot of persons that have purchased that are using it. That makes creating content easier for them. That's what I use. I use it to create content. I makes the whole work easy for me to know what to create, to know what to talk about, to know when to post it, where to post it, and all of that. The captions to use, and it makes it super easy. So it's possible to create every day. If you can create every day, please do show up every day. Show up every day and make it so that your virality becomes inevitable. Your explosion, your blowouts. That point, there's always an illustration I love to give. Was this? Okay. There's always an illustration I love to give. I don't know why StreamYard doesn't have like I don't know why StreamYard doesn't have a whiteboard. So, but let me remove this so you can see my face. So there's always an illustration I love to give. You have this point. Okay, let me start from this. You have this point to this point. Here being the timeline for you to experience that massive explosion or that breakthrough that will make you become maybe a top influencer or the best doctor, become highly sought after. This is it. And then this is like your starting point. And the line between your starting point and this place is you showing up daily, creating content daily, showing up and building in public. But you've decided not to start. You're still here. The more you keep staying there, the more you are still farther from that place. But if you start showing up daily, you start showing up constantly, start building in public, start putting out that content, you start building, you get to say you are supposed to fail halfway to that end point, and that failure will help you experience or learn a lesson that will guide you for that next time. But because you are scared of failing, you are scared of starting out, you remain in the beginning, you've not gotten there. And you keep saying, you keep procrastinating. When I buy camera, when I buy a new phone, when I buy ring light, when I buy so and so, when I buy my microphone, you keep procrastinating, you're not starting, you're remaining there. But if you begin with what you have, you get to that place where you fail earlier, you learn that lesson you need to learn earlier, and then it will help you to now get to that finish line on time. So let's say it takes you 1 year of creating content consistently to get there. Whether you keep waiting till you have all of the gadgets, it will still take you that 1 year. Say you're supposed to start today, and the next 1 year you will get to this end point. Next 1 year you get to this end point, but because you are waiting, that 1 year has not started counting. You will still get to that. Say you're supposed to reach this end point next year. July. Today is what? July 19th. You're supposed to reach there July 19th. All right, but because you've not started out, that 1 year has not started counting. It's still there. But if you start out now, you have the high chance of reaching there the next 1 year. But if you keep waiting till when you have all of the things you need, say you keep waiting till next year July 19th, you still have to cover that 1 year. It's inevitable. So start now. Start creating now and create consistently. That is how you get there to where you need to get faster. Start creating now and create consistently. Now and consistently. Now and what? Consistently. Now and consistently. Let me share my screen again. All right. So how often? If you ask me, I tell everybody, create daily, create consistently. If you can put out like a place like TikTok, you can put out 10 contents a day. If you can put out more than one content, do it. There's nothing like creative block, like persons will say. As long as you're open to learning new things, to taking in new things, to getting new information, you learn every day, you always have to give. As long as you wake up every morning and you go through your daily activities, there's always something to talk about. Talk about your story. Talk about 4 things, right? Sell your story, sell the reviews, sell the benefits, and sell the what? There's one more thing. There are 4 things now. I don't know why I always forget the 4th thing. Sell your story, sell the reviews, sell the benefits. There's 1/4. So these are things you can create your contents around. I create all of these things I'm learning about now, things I've created in my content. If you go on my Instagram, you see me talk about them in my videos, in my carousels, you see me talk about them. So if you say, I don't know what to create today, I mean, this is part of the reason why I and my partner worked on the content plug and play playbook. All right, which I'll probably talk about tomorrow. It's not for today. All right, but if you need that, you can start letting me know that you need that. Okay, so you sell your story. There's always something, a story to talk about. You wake up every day, there's a new shenanigans that you see people carry out. There's something to talk about, there's something new to share. You can share every day. Share every day. If you want to share scriptures, you can wake up and share your contents every day. You share a verse of the Bible. You share something from the Bible. You explain. If it's about your profession, you can wake up every day and say you want to share one thing, what you encountered at work. A patient that was had a difficult, couldn't understand or couldn't comprehend things you're telling them. A person that was scared, a person that was so and so. You can talk about the difficulty you face in your workplace. There are things to talk about. A lot of things to talk about. How often? As often as you can. All right? As often as you can. Then, now to the practical implementation. This is where from here, we now wrap up for the night. If you've enjoyed this session, tell me. If you learned something from this session, tell me in the comment section, in the chat section, that you've learned something. Just before we wrap up. If you learned something, drop a love emoji, drop a fire emoji, drop something, any emoji, your best emoji, to make me know that you've learned something and you've enjoyed this session. Just before we go into this last segment for tonight. Let me know quickly, let me know. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I've learned something. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I need more feedback. I need more feedback. I need more feedback. Feedback. Okay. Thank you very much, James, for the emojis. Raven, thank you for the emojis. More feedback. Let me know that we have all. If you have not learned something, tell me you have not learned something. No. Jump in the fruit. Has this 1 hour 30 minutes plus been a waste for you? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm waiting for more feedback. More feedback. More feedback. I believe I'm seeing more persons on the call. All right. While I'm expecting all of the feedback, I believe there are persons that their own YouTube, the feedback or their response time will take some time. I would say I'm still waiting for all of the response. So now the practical implementation. Sorry. Okay, so the practical implementation. Let's quickly get to it so that we can wrap up for the night. All right. Tomorrow, this practical implementation now, you are going to go with an assignment, and then tomorrow you come back with the feedback, and that's where we begin tomorrow. Practical implementation. So what we are going to do now is you've listed out the social media you are active on. So your first assignment is, if you don't have an account on Instagram, create an account on Instagram. Create an account on Instagram. Do that quickly. Create an account on these platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can add any other one you want to add to this. But these three: YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. We are going to talk about um, optimization now. All right, let me quickly share this other screen and show you this. All right, so this is my Instagram account, the new Instagram account I created. All right, let me quickly open my profile. We are talking optimization now. Okay, let me make this full screen so that you can properly see it well. Okay. So this is my Instagram account. Currently, I created this Instagram account not too long ago. I have 281 followers. I created already 166 posts. You're seeing this. I create every day. I'm putting out just some days I put out 3 contents. You see me, you see video contents. If I play one of my video contents, you see the first, you see the quality of my videos. I'm very good with videos. Believe me, I am good with videos. I talk about things I do. I teach people. I give out free information and free value for free. All right, give out free information, give it out for persons for free. Yeah, please, if you have questions, you can start preparing them and start typing them down. We'll take questions just for a wrap up. So I create content every day. All right. So for optimization, first thing to notice is advisable that you use your name. I wanted to use Daniel already took the name. I believe that not just me the answer Daniel Amara. There are persons with that name. So Daniel Amara Chuku, persons call Daniel Amara, persons call me Apostle or Apostle of Desire. So I put that there as more like an identity I have. So first thing is your name. Use your name. Very important. Use, or if it's if you're creating an account for your business, use the name of your business. Don't come and use like any weird name. Use something. Use your name. This are trying to build a professional audience online. So persons need to connect with you. Persons need to know you, like you, and trust you. So use your name. Then next up is your bio has to tell what you are. So you see me. I'm building. This is the content brand I told you I have. So you see me here building the space content house. The code stands for content house. Then you see personal brand, creator, speaker. Then you see me say teaching creators how to turn their passion into profit. Then convener, this on a more spiritual scale, convener, the art to learn experience. So this is my direct buy. So when you come here, you know who I am, you know my major goal, what my goal is, what my mission is, and you can now know what to expect here in my bio. You see here again my pin post, Acts of the Apostle, teach 1 billion creators how to turn their passion into profit. So all of my contents revolve around that. Okay, see me create contents around that. I'm teaching, I'm sharing, I'm putting out things, whether it's a carousel like this. You see me, where's that carousel I just saw now? Whether it's a carousel like this was just when I had just posted for 55 days. I usually create the carousel and share, or is a video like I showed you before. You see this video, you see me share videos and contents like that. I'm putting it out. It revolves around this one mission. So what you are going to do for yourself is when you create an account on TikTok, I don't know if my TikTok will open here very quick. I don't know if the network is so nice. I'm just going to search my name on TikTok, Apostle of Design. Okay, so for all the platforms you'll be creating, make sure you're using your name. We are talking optimization now. Use your name. Put a bio that explains your major mission. Don't come and be saying, don't come and tell us story. We don't want story. Go direct to the point. Tell us. Persons who just want to have a glance and get who you are. Then for your profile picture, use a clear picture of yourself. Don't use any hard picture. Use a clear what? Picture of yourself. Use a clear picture of yourself. Very, very important. Use a clear picture of yourself. It's very important. Do these 3 things and you probably optimize yourself. So if you're creating Instagram newly, when you create it, do all of the security setup you need to do to keep your account secure. Then when you're filling up these designs, optimize it well like this. If you are a creator, if you are a designer, you can put it when you're choosing your occupation, or for this year, you pick one that works with you. You put your details, your date of birth. There's where you can put your website. If you have a website link, you can put it there. Here is mine. I have mine here. Already set it out where persons can have access to other things. For my course and playbooks, you see the link here. To join my email list, you see it here. It's showing, right? You set it up like a professional account. You set it up, move this professional dashboard. If it's TikTok, you do that too. Same with TikTok. All right, for your TikTok, you do the same thing with your TikTok. My TikTok hasn't loaded up yet. You see my YouTube as well. Sorry. You see my YouTube as well. I set my YouTube up very, very well. My name, a good profile picture, a good bio, set everything up as I need to. Set it up very, very well. You see, here's my TikTok. You see my TikTok, I see a personal branding, creator, speaker, building space content, straight to the point. Daniel Amara, Apostle of Zion, known for that, my username. And it makes it easy for anybody to find me. Optimization, it makes it easy for people to find you. So this is your assignment for today. Go back, set up for your YouTube, for your Instagram, for your TikTok, for your on your Twitter, LinkedIn, other platforms. So if I go to my LinkedIn now, you see that it is well set up as well. If I go to my LinkedIn now, let me see if I can open my LinkedIn. I want to show us this so that you can see what I'm talking about. You know that there is no place. My LinkedIn is also well optimized. You also see that my LinkedIn is well optimized. Where is LinkedIn? LinkedIn. How do I find my LinkedIn? Really open. My LinkedIn as well is well optimized. Everything well optimized, put well, because I'm playing this. You have to package yourself very well to reach your audience properly. So do this assignment. Everybody, please do this between now and tomorrow. Make sure you do this for yourself. Make sure you do this for yourself. Make sure you do this for yourself. Set up all of these platforms, all of these social media platforms, optimize it very well. Good profile picture, shots and direct straight up to the point. Who you are go, and how you are doing that. So how to do so and so thing. We are so and so. I help businesses or creators do so and so thing. I'm a doctor. I help so and so figure out what is wrong with their health and do so and so thing. Straight and direct to the point. Set it up in our next session tomorrow. That is where we'll begin from, and then drive it down from there. All right. Optimize this, set it up. We've already carried out the first exercise that will help you know where to start creating, what to start creating, what to start talking about. We now move from there. All right. When you do that, tomorrow we'll now talk about content creation, how to start creating the content straight up. We've built a major foundation, and then tomorrow we now get to the sweet parts, the sweet parts, how to create content. All right. So questions. If you have questions, you can ask now, please. Drop in the chat session. This is where we will end our session for today. Questions quickly. I'm just going to give a few minutes for persons to ask questions. Questions. Out of the questions, then that'll be it. Questions. Okay, I have a question. Please, how can someone edit an already created account on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook? All right, so when you go to Instagram, for example, you are going to see edit profile. If you go to your profile section, you see edit profile. You can go on there, you can change your name, you can change your profile picture, you can also change your bio. You see there. For YouTube, when you go to YouTube, you are going to see when you click on that, your face that is somewhere there, and go to view channel. When you go to your view channel, all right, you are going to see something like customized channel. You see there. When you click on that customized channel, when you click on that customized channel, you'll be able to customize your channel and make all of the edits you want to make on your channel, right? You make all of the edits you want to make on your channel. Then, which other platform did you mention now? Which other platform now did you mention? Facebook, except as well. If you go to your profile, you're going to see edit bio. You click on edit bio, and then you can edit your bio and change anything you want to change. Same thing for all platforms. Just find it and you can do that. I hope I answered your question. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? One or two more questions and we'll be done for the night. One question and we'll be done for the night. One question. One question. Very fast, very fast. We've already taken close to 2 hours now. This has been a long session, longer than we planned. Any other question just before we wrap up for the night? Who is to be my target audience? All right, beautiful question. I love this question. I love this question. So, who is to be your target audience? Your target audience are the persons that you know will relate with your content. Everybody, you cannot serve everybody. Everybody cannot be your target audience. You cannot reach out to everybody. So, for example, say you working with the name I've said now, say you are into sports now, and your contents revolve around sports, football. Okay, you know that your target audience are going to be men, the guys, men mostly. There will be women, of course, but the high number of persons will be guys who engage with football. You know, very strong fanatics. All right, these are persons that are your target audience. So your contents will now revolve. How do you reach out to this target audience? How do you reach out to these so and so persons? If you're a baker, if you're into the baking business, sorry, if you're into the baking business, then what you are now looking at is for your baking business, do you want to reach out to persons who are also fellow bakers? Maybe you want to teach persons who are also in the baking industry, upcoming bakers, you want to teach them how to bake, or you want to reach out to persons who can be potential customers. It can be persons who are organized, who have an event coming up, persons who are planning their wedding and they need a confectionery person who do work on their wedding cake, or persons who are celebrating their birthdays. So you choose who do you want to serve, which of these audience you want to serve. Do you want to teach persons who want to become bakers too, or chefs or whatever it is, or you want to reach out to persons who will patronize your business actually. You choose which of these it is, and then you now focus on shooting at that particular audience. All right, you focus on shooting at that particular audience. So yes, okay. So I believe I answered that question. So the next question, so to summarize on that target audience, you figure out who you want to serve, who you want to serve, who you want to serve, who you want to serve. First, you figure out what you want to, who you are, why you are creating this content, and then who you want to serve. This is where we talk about customer persona, target audience persona. This we do that in marketing, we do that in sales, we do that in design. Where you now begin to draft out who falls into your target audience, who falls into your target customer, so that you can know how better to create content that will reach out to them and get them into your inbox or into your DM or into your website to patronize your whatever it is you want them to do. So next question, can I use my nickname in the option of nickname in Instagram? Is it a must to use my rename in nickname option? All right, so if you already have your name in your name, your nickname is your username. So for that place, you can use something. If it's a nickname that you want persons to know you for, you can also use your name. Right. So for me now, I have my name is Danny Amara, which is my name, and my nickname now is also for Instagram is also Danny Amara _ Danny Amara. So for my other platforms, I have my nickname as Apostle of Design. This is what people know me as. This is the name I was given, and this is what a lot of persons know me as. People call me Apostle of Design, Apostle of Design. So I use that as my nickname, but my name remains my name. All right. So you can choose however you want to go with this and go with it. What's your take? Next question. What's your take on faceless YouTube channels? Okay. So before now, I mean, with the rise of AI and all of these things, there have been so much coming up with faceless channels. You know, persons creating content without having to show their face, their own face, and all of that. Especially for platforms like specifically like YouTube, right? And it's something I've also tried. I have a channel where it's just faceless content I put out. But there's an update going around now that faceless channels, YouTubers now start filtering faceless channels because I believe all of those are AI created. I mean, the major focus for YouTube was to create a platform where persons can come and teach people, connect with persons, teach persons can come and learn directly from human beings and really engage and learn things. That's like the major purpose of YouTube, right? So it's going out now that YouTube is now starting to filter some of these faceless accounts, make it more like making them have lower reach and exposure because it's now too saturated, right? So that's the update I've been getting of faceless accounts now. But I mean, you can still create faceless content, right? Create faceless channels and create your content. But if you can, I will encourage on a personal level. On a personal level, I'll say, please, and please try have an account that it's not just even if you don't want to use your face, at least like there are AI softwares now. AI is taking over all of the place. If YouTube doesn't stay strict to this their new move of restricting so many of these faceless channels, just show up. There are AI softwares that can help you do that better. Hopefully tomorrow we'll look at these things and how to do that, make that possible. But if you can, please show up with real content. Show up with real content. AIs will come and go. AI softwares will come and go, but it's the real guys that will stay in the game. All right. So, but tomorrow we'll still touch on this and we'll still look at this how to create faceless YouTube accounts and create content with that. I mean, we have Google View, we have ChatGPT to create all of the to create the content. I have a course that we strictly taught how to use AI to create content from beginning to end, coming up with the ideas, coming up with the contents, coming up with the videos, editing, and all of that. Even video editing softwares now, like and apps like CapCut now also have AI driven tools in them to make editing way easier. So we'll touch on that tomorrow. You can also get the course if you want it, and so that's that on that. But if you can't wait for YouTube channels, do face. But if you want a faceless one, beautiful, we'll talk about that tomorrow. How will I promote my content to get views and comments? So here is always my feedback on this. First is, if you want to start creating contents, don't come with the mindset of I want to have views and make money and have a lot of engagements, and you will get weary. Is that when you're starting out if you stay with this mindset? Because the truth is, when you're starting out, the views is not just going to come for 1 second. You're getting 1 trillion views or 1 billion views or 1 million views, right? It's not just going to come. And if I believe a lot of us here, we are Nigerians, so another thing is most of the social media platforms have so much restrictions on the African and especially the Nigerian market, my Nigerian audience. Apart from platforms like YouTube is like free for all. You can get monetized and do whatever you want as long as you're having the views to make money. But it's not like you now get 1,000 views and you're expecting YouTube to pay you $1,000. So, for like 10,000 views, you might just get like maybe $10 or something. So there's still work there, right? That's why a lot of persons end up. That's why I say we have to create daily. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll also talk about the different ways you can make money from creating content on social media, which the social media platform pay you will be the list of them, or there are different ways. We'll talk about them tomorrow, right? So, but to help promote your for promoting your content, first begin with the audience that you have. Like I said, I prioritize my WhatsApp so much. So each time I put out a content on YouTube or any other platform, I got my WhatsApp family are like the ones I build and nurture to be like the very close guys. I tell them, okay, I put out the content, go watch, engage. They're the first ones to go and engage, because the way the algorithm works is when they see that persons are engaging with your content, they are commenting, they are sharing, they are liking, the algorithm pushes the content out to more persons to see, for more persons to see it. All right. So you begin with the persons you have around. If you can have like 10 persons who are dedicated to crazily engaging and commenting your content back to back, you are sure that you are sure to see growth. You know, you when you post, you comment on your content, you share to persons for them to comment and engage. The more they do, the algorithm keep pushing it out. The more you keep pushing it out, the more persons keep seeing, the more persons keep engaging like that, like that, like that. But consistency will make the algorithm notice your content and know that you are not just somebody that just wants to create one content and go. Now that nothing will be consistent and posting daily. The more the algorithm keeps seeing that you are posting daily, in time, it now knows that this person is serious, taking our app serious. The person is always here on our app. The algorithm starts pushing out your content even more. That's a good sign of being consistent. Right? It notices that you are very frequent and you're showing up steady every time, and it pushes out your content even more. So yeah, this is how you do these engagements now. So be consistent, share your this with your very close friends, your buddies and all of that. When they engage, the more they engage, the more they share, the more they comment, the algorithm starts noticing the pattern, starts reading the data and push out your content into more persons. Then the other way to make it even way faster is with ads, paid ads. You can run paid ads to your content. Some of my content I just bring out money, run ads to them so that it can have a bigger reach and persons can engage, you know. That it makes it faster, it makes the growth faster for you, it makes the views and engagements rate to be fast. All right. So yeah, that's about it. Okay, I believe last question, right? Is what are the process involved in posting content created on Facebook and in posting content created on Facebook, and of what extent you can start making money, and how will you know you have money on Facebook account? Okay, so this is a good question, but let me say, like I've already said before, don't come to the content creation game with the mindset of you want to start making money. You are going to get exhausted very fast. Come because you know you want to contribute to the ecosystem, you want to create, you want to share. All right, in the long run, you now the money making strategy now begin to come in. Then second, like I already said, as Nigerians, we have so much restriction on some of these platforms. Like my Facebook account now is monetized now, and all the content I'm creating every day back to back, I have not even had made up to $1 in the past 1 month. All of the content I put out every day and all of that, you know. So there are excuse me, there are restrictions to the Nigerian market. Sorry, 1 second, guys. There are restrictions to the Nigerian market, right? Yeah, these platforms. They see us as a sorry to say third world country, and I mean with all of the fraud and things that persons are engaging in and all of that, you know, it has like the militia brought us down, you know. So so the major way to make money from creating content is not even like the platform is paying you, maybe you're creating content and they're paying you, you know, and all of that. So which I will better share on how you can monetize tomorrow. We'll share on that tomorrow. So don't miss tomorrow's session. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. You know. So but don't come to the content creation game with this in view. Don't come with come with I know if I start creating content I'll make money. My content will pay me. It's not like that. It's not like that. You get weary very fast. You get exhausted very fast. All right. Come with the fact that you love creating, you want to start creating, you want to start sharing, and then you in time you see, you know, how things go for you. Most of the money I've made from creating contents are either affiliated for products, you know, or and brand deals. You get brand deals, the most brand deals. You see content, brand deals, influencing deals, and then affiliated for products. All right, which we'll talk about all of that tomorrow. All right. So yes, I believe that's it. Thank you guys. We've done this is just like 1 minute to 2 hours. I want to stop it at exactly 2 hours. Thank you for joining in. I believe you've learned a lot today. I look forward to see you tomorrow. Make sure to join in tomorrow for the content creation masterclass. Day 2 is going to be an explosive one, so make sure not to miss it. Invite people. Yes, thank you, Sportcast. You're welcome. Invite people. Invite as many persons as you can invite, so they're joining on this session. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. See you tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Tomorrow's session will make it shorter. Today was a major foundation, so that's why we ran up to 2 hours. So tomorrow, 1 hour will be done. Practical and straight to the point. All right. So thank you for joining. See you tomorrow, everyone. Catch you tomorrow. Make sure to have a good night's rest and prepare for tomorrow's session. Go back and look at your notepad and look at what you have. See you tomorrow. Have a beautiful night.